Thinking of moving to Spain but not sure which city is right for you? After helping dozens of families relocate here with my company and living here myself, I've seen that choosing the right city is one of the most important decisions that determines whether your move to Spain is a dream come true or a stressful nightmare. So in this video, I'm ranking the top 5 best places to live in Spain right now, including the pros, the cons, and who each city is actually best for. I'll be covering things like safety, schools, cost of living, lifestyle, and long-term livability. I'll even reveal my personal number one pick that is quickly becoming the most popular destination for international families. Let's get started. Let's start with Granada, and I'm putting this at number 5 because while it's absolutely magical, it's definitely a more niche city and it's not for everyone. Granada is where you go if you want that authentic Spanish experience with serious historic charm. The Alhambra is literally one of the most beautiful architectural wonders in the world, and you can see it from your apartment window. The entire city feels like a living museum with narrow cobblestone streets and incredible Moorish architecture everywhere. Granada is also a major university city, so there is lots of young people around. The nightlife is vibrant, there are tons of cultural events, and the famous free tapas with your drink tradition is alive and well there. Plus, it's affordable. You can live comfortably on a much smaller budget than in other Spanish cities. For a decent two-bedroom apartment, you're looking at around 800 euros to 1200 euros per month, depending on the location. And here's an extra perk that many people don't know about. You are close to Sierra Nevada mountains, so you can literally go skiing in winter and be back in the city for dinner. But let's be real about the challenges. Granada is far from everything. The nearest major airport is over an hour away, and forget about beach access. You're looking at a 2-hour drive to the coast. The summers are absolutely brutal. We are talking 40 plus degrees Celsius, that's over 104 degrees Fahrenheit, with no ocean breeze to cool things down. Also, while the historic charm is incredible, there is also a downside. Many buildings are very old, which means potential issues with things like heating, insulation, and modern amenities. That being said, one of our team members actually lives in Granada and he absolutely loves it there. It's an ancient and historic city, but it's also a college town with a young and hip vibe thanks to all the students around. So, who it's for? Granada is perfect for students and young professionals who want affordable living with cultural richness, retirees on a tight budget who prioritize history and Spanish charm, and people who want to truly immerse themselves in Spanish culture. Barcelona is probably the city most people think of when they imagine moving to Spain, and I understand why. This city is absolutely stunning. The architecture is like nothing else in the world. Gaudi's masterpieces are everywhere. It's the most international city in Spain, so you'll have no problem finding English-speaking services, international schools, and a massive expat community. Plus, you get the best of both worlds. Big city energy with beach access right in the city. The startup scene is thriving, and if you are in tech or creative industries, there are plenty of events and networking opportunities available. Barcelona has a bohemian vibe and a rich cultural scene that makes it a hotspot for artists and music lovers, with live concerts happening year-round. But since it's such a popular destination, there are some downsides that come along with it. First, it's expensive, really expensive. A decent two-bedroom apartment in a good neighborhood will easily cost you over 2,000 euros and probably even closer to 2,500 euros or even more per month, and that's if you can find one. The housing market is brutal and the competition is so intense that landlords often require you to pay 6 or even 12 months upfront just to secure a place. Second, and this is important, Barcelona has a theft problem. It's gotten so bad that it's known as the pickpocket capital of Europe. I actually learned this the hard way many years ago when I was visiting Barcelona with my friend, sitting outside in a cafe, and I made a mistake of leaving my phone on the table when all of a sudden a man came up, grabbed my phone, and ran off. So if you're in Barcelona, don't make the same mistake. Keep your valuables tucked away and make sure to be constantly aware of your surroundings. And here is something else many Americans don't realize. There is a strong Catalan independence movement here. While most locals are friendly, there can be political tensions and you'll encounter more Catalan than Spanish in many areas. You'll also encounter occasional protests against tourists nowadays, and while this usually isn't directed at expats who come to live, integrate and pay taxes, it does create a less welcoming atmosphere that many families find concerning. That being said, I still believe Barcelona is one of the most beautiful cities in Spain and even in all of Europe. It's not without its challenges, but there is a good reason why it's so popular. The weather is perfect, it has some of the most beautiful architecture in the world, and it's a very hip and vibrant city. So, who it's for? Barcelona is perfect for young professionals who want big city energy, people working in creative or tech industries, and those who can afford the higher cost of living for the international lifestyle. It's suited for singles or couples without kids who crave diversity and culture but are okay navigating safety issues. Madrid is Spain's economic center, and if career opportunities are your priority, this is your city. Madrid hosts 40% of Spain's international businesses, so if you're looking for actual job opportunities, not just remote work, this is where you need to be. The salaries are higher, the networking is incredible, and the infrastructure is world-class. It also has an incredible healthcare system and top-tier schools, making it appealing for families. The public transportation is amazing. You can get anywhere in the city quickly and easily. The cultural scene is unmatched, with world-class museums, theaters, and concerts. It also has more modern apartments than most other cities in Spain, although there is a dramatic shortage of new construction in all of Spain. There are still more options in Madrid if you're looking for sleek, newer apartments with modern amenities. But it comes at a cost. Similar to Barcelona, Madrid is expensive. We are talking at least 2,000 euros to 2,500 euros for a two-bedroom apartment in a decent area. And the summers are absolutely scorching, dry, desert heat that can reach as high as 45 degrees Celsius. That's 113 degrees Fahrenheit. There is no ocean breeze to cool things down. Despite being a major capital city, Madrid is also surprisingly safe with a strong police presence throughout the city. However, my husband's family recently visited Madrid and saw a man running with a woman's purse. So, as with any major city, you'll need to be careful and watch your belongings in public, especially in touristy areas that thieves like to target. And I need also to mention that you will be hours away from any beach. So if a Mediterranean coastal lifestyle is what you're dreaming of, Madrid doesn't offer that. So who it's for? Madrid is ideal for career-focused professionals, people who prefer a metropolitan big city feel, and those who value more modern infrastructure over beach access. Now we are getting into the top choices, and Malaga might surprise you because it's becoming a popular destination for expat families. Malaga has everything you think you want when you picture life in Spain. Beautiful beaches, over 320 sunny days per year, and it's still more affordable than Madrid or Barcelona. You can get a two-bedroom apartment for around 1,500 to 1,800 euros, and you are literally living on the Mediterranean. In fact, since Malaga is built right on the coast, it's much easier to find a beachfront house or apartment here than it is in most other Spanish cities. The airport connections are fantastic. We are talking direct flights to major European cities, which is huge if you want to travel or have family visiting. And the expat community is growing rapidly, especially in the tech sector. This is where the dream of coastal living really comes true. Imagine living in a house with an ocean view surrounded by stunning landscapes where mountains meet the sea. There are also dozens of charming smaller towns within a quick train ride from Malaga, perfect for weekend escapes. It's also a great investment opportunity for property. And here is a financial bonus. Andalusia has no wealth tax, which can save high net worth families significant money. But the downside is that Malaga gets insanely crowded in summer. The beaches are packed, the restaurants are full of tourists, and the heat is intense. Being smaller than Madrid and Barcelona, Malaga also has fewer modern buildings and fewer renovated houses, so finding the perfect family home can be a bit more challenging. So, who it's for? This is ideal for remote workers who prioritize beach lifestyle, retirees who want coastal living without Barcelona prices, and people who don't mind seasonal crowds. It's great for families seeking sunny coastal life with a solid international community and good infrastructure. And as you might have guessed, my number one pick is Valencia. But it's not just because I live here. There are many reasons why Valencia has become the most popular destination for remote professionals and families seeking a better life in Spain. So first, it's the perfect size for a city. Not too big, not too small, just right. You get that international expat community without feeling like you are living in a tourist trap. The remote worker scene here is incredible. We have co-working spaces, networking events, and a thriving digital nomad community. For families, Valencia is unbeatable. The infrastructure for kids is amazing. Parks and playgrounds everywhere, great schools, family-friendly restaurants. The Turia Park runs right through the city center, which is an incredible green space where families spend entire weekends. And you're just 30 minutes from gorgeous beaches by metro. And even though the prices here have gone up in recent years, it's still relatively affordable compared to bigger cities in Spain. And especially compared to the US. You can get a 2-bedroom apartment for 1,300 euros to 1,600 euros. Although if you want to live in a more premium neighborhood in the center such as Granada or Rusalfa, be prepared to pay at least 2,000 euros. The weather is nearly perfect, over 300 sunny days per year, but with that Mediterranean breeze that keeps things comfortable. Even in winter, we are walking around in light jackets. Valencia is also very safe with low crime rates. It's one of the reasons so many expat families choose to settle here. It also has good international school options, including British and American schools, plus excellent local bilingual programs. The education quality is high and options are growing. But Valencia isn't perfect, and I want to be honest about the challenges. The housing market is getting competitive because so many expats are moving here. Prices are rising faster than in other cities, and good apartments get taken quickly. Valencia is also quite a loud city, and there is always something going on. And another thing to keep in mind is that the famous festival Las Fallas in March is absolutely insane. It's 3 weeks of non-stop fireworks, parades, and concerts all over the city. I'm talking about fireworks at 2 a.m., streets completely closed, and noise levels that will drive you crazy if you're not prepared for it. So if you want to escape the noise, I recommend traveling outside of Valencia during this time in March, especially during the last week of Las Fallas when it gets the craziest. So who it's for? Valencia is perfect for remote professionals who want an international community and families seeking that ideal work-life balance. It's the ultimate spot for a higher quality of life with safety, affordability, and a family-friendly environment, making it the most popular choice for expats right now. Now, I know I said that I would be talking only about top 5 places to live in Spain, but there is another gem and I had to include this as a bonus. And this one is special because it's the luxury capital of Spain, home to millionaires, billionaires, and famous celebrities. I'm talking about Marbella. Marbella is pure luxury. We're talking great mansions, world-class restaurants, designer shopping, and some of the most beautiful coastal scenery in Spain. The international community here is incredible. You'll meet people from all over the world who've chosen this as their home base. The infrastructure is top-notch, the weather is fantastic year-round, and if you want to feel like you are living in a resort, this is your place. It has upscale amenities like golf clubs, high-end healthcare, and international schools. But it comes at a price. Marbella is expensive. Really expensive. You are looking at 2,500 euros to 4,000 euros for a decent apartment, and that's just the beginning. Restaurants, entertainment, even groceries, everything comes with a premium price tag. And limited public transport means that you will need a car to get around. Plus, it can feel a bit artificial sometimes. It's so focused on luxury and tourism that it can lack the authentic Spanish culture you'll find in other cities. The expat bubble can be isolating and it has less of an authentic Spanish feel. It feels more like an upscale resort. So who it's for? Marbella is perfect for high net worth individuals, people who prioritize luxury lifestyle over affordability, and those who want to be part of an exclusive international community. It's ideal for affluent families or retirees seeking luxury living. The great thing about Spain is its diversity. Unlike other popular expat countries like Portugal, for example, which only really has a couple good options such as Lisbon and Porto, Spain is a big country with a diverse number of cities to choose from. And that means you get to choose which city best suits you, your lifestyle, whether you prefer the big city energy of Madrid and Barcelona, the laid-back coastal lifestyle of Valencia and Malaga, the historic charm of Granada, or the luxury vibes of Marbella. But here's the thing, choosing the right city is just the beginning. The real challenge is navigating all the logistics, getting the right visa, understanding the tax implications, finding housing, enrolling kids in schools, setting up healthcare, and honestly just surviving the Spanish bureaucracy. That's exactly why I started my relocation company Move to Europe, to help families avoid these costly mistakes and get settled quickly and smoothly. So if you're planning on moving to Spain in the next 3 to 6 months and want professional help with the entire process, you can click the link in the description to book a call with me and my team. We'll map out your entire relocation plan, help you choose the right city based on your specific needs, and help you secure your visa, apartment, and schools for your children. And if you want to learn more about the 2 best visas Spain has to offer, then you can download my 2 checklists on the digital nomad visa and non-lucrative visa that break down the exact documents, requirements, and steps you need to take. The links are also in the description. And if you found this video helpful, you'll definitely want to watch my video on why American families are moving to Spain next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Hasta pronto!